like you increase by 80%. How much is that? Is that 83%?
Uh, if for oh, have you ever like noticed the weather? The weather like sometime like if they forecast the weather of tomorrow, there will be rain 40%, something like that, right? So if
I think
and that are going to rain is if it's 40%, meaning that it's less than going to rain. If it rain estimate to be 40%, it's more likely not to rain. If it's more than 50%, it's more likely to be rained.
yeah.
Mhm.
I wanted to rain so bad over here, but we get like droughts because of the weather in here. AZ.
Yeah, but here like there's raining all the time.
No, it's never raining in here. It's every day. It's hot. Summer.
Okay, so
Even in the winter, it's hot. And in the summer, it's about 30 degrees
oh my god, yes. Okay, so let's give like exact
Celsius.
example about the percent increase. So let's say like find the percent increase from 6.6, let's say billion. This number is very large because like this question is talking about the overall population. Let's say like the overall population currently is 6.6 billion people
Yeah.
to 9.4 billion. Let's say in the next 10 years, the person like the number of the people will be going to be 9.4 billion.
Okay.
Current number of people is 6.6 billion people. So we want to know how many percent it is increasing.
Oh, Lord.
Isn't it interesting?
It's heartbreaking. This would be interesting if I didn't have to learn it, really, but
We have a chance to learn, so like it should be like interesting.
mildly interesting.
Okay, like for example, now 2023, the population is let's say 6.6 billion people, and
But I thought, mm,
mhm, and 2030, in the next 7 years, the population of the people in the world will be 9.4 billions.
the world is overpopulated, right?
The world is not
Over.
overpopulated because like we have a lot of land still, like people still have a vacant land. Like still in America, in the Australia, still a lot of vacant land. It still like need people to be living in.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but what is concerning is about global warming. Like people go and they don't protect the environment, so they pollute more, and like the earth become like sad. Let's say like the earth said like what why people living on earth and still pollute
Yeah.
the society, something like that. And once there's a lot of people, there's a lot of pollution. Like which country have the most populations? Do you know which country have the most populations?
Yeah. I think it's either US, India, or Russia or China.
China, that is correct. China is the most populated peoples. Which
Yeah.
they have 1.2 billion peoples. like 1.2 billion people. China, after China is India.
US. Huh?
India.
UAE?
India.
UAE?
No, India.
Oh, they
India.
said UAE.
India. Yeah. India the second, and the third is
US.
US.
Russia.
Not US.
Huh?
Not US, but
Russia?
somewhere, not Russia, somewhere
Con-
around Asia.
Southeast Asia, South Asia,
Yeah,
East
Southeast
Asia.
Asia, somewhere around Southeast Asia, which is
I'm guessing Indonesia or Singapore.
Indonesia.
Indonesia?
Yeah, Indonesia. Indonesia have the third populated people.
Yeah. Also, question:
Hmm.
are you good in history, social studies? Because you said
Not really. Like I'm not like not good at social study. More likely to be like a science.
interesting. I'm amazing at social studies, and I'm horrible in math.
Yeah.
All right.
So now 5% increase from 6.6 billion people to 9.4 billion people. Now we expect to have 9.4 billion people in 2030. So what we are looking for is how many percent that is increased by these 7 years. So the first thing we need to do is we need to wait. Let me write the method first. Here, the method to figure out is
Am I running out of paper? I need to buy more paper.
shoot. Okay, this is the method. Step.
Okay, I lied. This is actually interesting.
Mhm. Step. Let's say step one. In order to find the percent increase, the first one we need to find the difference. What I mean by the difference is the difference from the original number to the forecasting numbers.
The what numbers?
The original number here, the current numbers to the forecasting numbers. The,
Bro, the
the original number, like now like the number of people is 6.6 billion. The next, the second year will be 9.4 billion. So the difference is between the original number to the forecasting numbers.
it's about like what 3.2 billion difference.
Okay, so the first one, let me put it as okay. So first we will need to find the difference is how do we find the difference from 6.6 billion to 9.4 billion?
We subtract, but I think it's about three. No, it's about
Yeah, we subtract. So
3.2 billion.
9.4 minus 6.6
Ah, um,
equal to
no, I'm wrong. It's wrong.
equal to this is like subtraction 9.4
Oh, it's hold up, I got it. It's 2.8.
2.8%, 2.8 billion, right?
Yeah.
Okay, this is step one. So let's say like this is step one. Find the difference, which is 9.4 billion minus 6.6 billion equal to 2.8 billion. Step two. Step two is to write as a person's as a person's problems. 50% problem is like what we just did. To rewrite this as the percent problem is rewrite. Now we have the difference 2.8. Why this? 2.8 billion. That what we have looking for. 2.8 billions is what percent of the 6.6 billion? Okay. Why we need to rewrite this question and looking for and solving for this question? Because now we have the difference. 2.8 is a difference, and we want to look for the percentage of the original number, right?
Number.
Of the original number, right? So we rewrite as 2.8 billion. The difference here is what percent of the 6.6 billion, the original number. Let me mark it here like this. This is different. This is difference. This is originals.
The Okay, I'm done writing now.
Okay. Okay. Mhm. So then, oh, 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 oh. And then step. Oh, why it's not going? This is different. This is original. Okay. And number three. Three. Step three is to solve this question. Solve this question, and then you can get the percent. Right? Our purpose to write this question is to look for the percentage, which is the percentage of increase from the different to the originals.
Okay.
Okay. So to solve these questions, what do we need to do? What do we need to do? This
We
is like the simple question that we,
do we cross multiply again?
yeah, we cross multiply again. So we always stick with the formula. What formulas?
Is over of equals percent over 100.
Is over of equal to percent over 100. Now our is the different is the different because like we want to know the percentage of increase. So the increase mean the different, right?
Yeah.
The increase mean the different, like this increase to this much, so the increase is the different. So the different the eight is 2.8. The off is
Is 6.6.
6.6. The off is of the original number, right? Of the original number, so 6.6
Equals, we
equal.
don't know, over 100.
Yeah, the percent is what we are looking for. So let's say variable x over 100, and then now we can find x, correct? So
Yeah.
to find x, cross multiply 6.6x equal to 2.8 times 100, right?
Yeah.
Now Okay, let me write. Is 6.6x
20,
equals
equals 2800.
28
Hundred.
2.8
2000. 2.800.
2.8
Right? Wait,
yeah, correct. So 2.8 hundred. What is 2.8 hundred? Wait, this look very 2.8 times 100. So 2.8 hundred is 280, right?
what?
2.8 hundred. So now 2.8 times 100 is 0. Looks very confusing. Let me put it here. 2.8 times 100. Simple operation. 0, 0, 0, 0, and then 8, 2, and we have 0, 0, 8, 2, and we have one decimal, right? One digit of decimal, so it's here. So it's become 280.0.
280.0.
Correct? 280.0.
Hold on. 6, 12, 18, 20.
Mhm. 280.0. Actually, okay, this is like this manually operations. But normally, when we calculate with the hundreds, what do we need to do? Like 2.8 times 100. When it's
Do
multiplied by 100, we shift decimal by
2
two digits to
to the
the left or to
left.
the right. The left or to the right. Wait, here the like this to the left, this to the right.
To the left.
To the left when we divide. If it's to the left,
The left makes it smaller.
to make it smaller. If we make it to the left, if we shift to the left, the number becomes smaller and smaller, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So when it's smaller, meaning that it's divide. When it's multiplied, the number should be bigger and bigger, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we shift to the
Right.
right. Shift to the right. So then that should be shift to the right by two digit one, two. So it will be 280 simple. Like we need to do like manually like this. Like manually operations.
Oh my god.
Right? Do you agree with this?
So, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. If there are any question, please ask. So then now to get to find x equal to 280
Do we divide?
yes, yeah, divide by 6.6. Now
You got
280 divided by 6.6 equals
okay.
80 divided by 6.6.
Oh my god. Is this a pattern?
Yes,
Oh my
a little hint, it's a pattern. Like it will be repeating.
yeah, I just got to the pattern.
Yeah, it's like repeating.
Oh my god, man.
80 or
What do I do if it's repeating then? Just
It's
four?
repeating, so we take two digits after the decimal.
Two digits?
Two,
Two digits?
yeah, two digits after the decimal. Like normally we go for the two digits.
What's the decimal again? The decimal has one decimal value after it. Do I only have to have a decimal value after it?
Is it
Uh,
only if it's zero? It's mean nothing. But it's not zero. There is not. There is something.
wait, so is it 42.42?
42 point
42?
42. Correct. So your answer
Oh,
is 42.42. That is correct answer. But do we have the units?
percent.
Percent. So
Uh,
meaning that it increased by 42%,
42.42.
right? So if the original is 6.6 billion people, and the next 7 years, let's say like in the next 7 years is 9.4 billion people, it increased by 42.42%. Is it like a very big amount?
Oh lord, they could have chosen something else to increase better by.
Yeah, if this much of people increase,
What?
if this much of people increase, like the government have to sell the food, generate more money, print more money for people to
Aren't they in
live.
like aren't they in like what's it called? Debt US? Because
Yes.
they borrowed more than they could pay back for government things, food, etc. or whatever.
Yeah, yeah. That is
I forgot what it's called, but like
money trap, right? Is it like a money trap?
no, it's like this whole thing.
Or like people will fall into that
Oh, and the government, like the US country.
or the US, so the US government they come to selling bonds,
What?
like selling bonds.
Bonds.
Yeah, bonds. There's a
What
selling
sort of
bonds.
bonds?
So like a people, the investor come to purchase the bond, and they guarantee to repay back by let's say like 70 7%, 5% to the investor banks in one
This would be amazing to know if I knew what lo- uh
the bond.
sorry, what was bonds were.
Yeah. For example, you have a lot of money and you hesitate to do business. You don't want to invest in some risky business because like when we do business, it can be like profit or loss, right?
Yeah.
But then you say like, oh, I am rich, but I want to make more money. But what should I do? I don't trust. I don't want to take risk, so I buy the bond from the U.S. government. So the U.S. government will guarantee to repay you with interest of 5%. So meaning that you will be increased by 5%. So it's related to our lesson two. It's increased by 5%, let's say. So if you have $1 million, the next year you will be having 1 million,
Point five?
not
No.
1,050,000.
50,000.
Yeah, just 5% increase, not 50% increase.
So is it
It's a
basically
50%.
like
It's
kind of like the opposite of a loan, kind of?
it's similar to the fixed deposit. Like if you put the money in the banks, you will gain the interest. But
Or is it
sometimes you don't trust the bank because like bank can go bankrupt, right?
yeah.
It's the private sector.
So,
Bank can
so
go bankrupt.
instead you trust the government who
And you trust the government. You buy bond from the government. But
oh, so it's kind of like a deposit but like more safer in
safe,
terms.
yeah, it more safer, but the interest rate is a little bit lower.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, for example, if you go for fixed deposit in a bank, 7%. If you buy bond, maybe only 5%, something like that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but if you have a lot of money, you want to find somewhere that is more secure, right?
As in the government?
Yeah. So maybe you buy bond from the government. It's more safer. If put to the bank, it's somehow safe, but we don't know.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but if we put more into the business, business can generate even more profit, like 20%, 30%, 40%, 50%. But it can be losses.